Do the holidays put stress on your marriage? I'm Lesli Dories, your marriage coach, creator of the Hero Husband Project, and owner of Foundations Coaching. And you may not know this, but for a lot of people, the holidays are the last test to see if your marriage can survive. So many people just want everything to be perfect for that very last year for their children and the holidays. Please don't let this be you. There's a thing called mental load that is about who handles the emotional side of a relationship, who handles all the connection, who handles all of the, I don't even know what to call them. It's more than chores, although it is part of the chores. But it's when we come to the holidays, it's about who does the shopping, who does the decorating, who does the wrapping, who does the cooking, who does who makes the arrangements for babysitters for holiday parties. These are all things that are like a magnifying glass on your marriage. And where it may be a problem, although you may not know about it, although some people feel like this, and it's mainly women who carry the mental load. They shouldn't, but they do. And I don't think it's because men don't care. I think that it's because, one, society supports that, and two, a lot of times it is the pressure on the woman, even if it's not her family. Right? The mother-in-law calls the daughter-in-law to set up the holiday arrangements. Like the son doesn't even exist, right? And all of this is additive. But at the end of the year, it's like highlighted because there's so much stress, there's so much tension. And most of the time, we don't even bother to stop and think about who is doing what. Or maybe you think about it, but you go, it's not that big of a deal for me, so I'm not going to put forth any effort. But just like Santa Claus, who's always watching, so's your partner. And if your partner feels unduly burdened, even if she has taken it on herself, even though you don't know she's burdened, I would take a moment and figure it out. Think over the past several years of your relationship together. Who's been doing most of the stuff? Now, in some cases, you may have talked about this, and I hope you have. In other cases, something matters more to one person than it does to the other. And instead of blowing them off and go, she'll handle it, she's got this is important to her, I'm just going to mind my own business, you're actually putting your relationship in danger. If you do not understand why these things are important to her, if you do not understand where you can come in and participate, then it's like leaving money on the table. It's like you're putting your relationship at risk. These are the easy gets, right? You take care of your family. You together deal with your kids. Together you decide what activities you're going to be involved with. And even if you don't, like sitting through Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the umpteenth time, or if you don't care about the house being decorated, that may be true, but if she cares about it, then you need to participate. Because when you participate with her, you're forming a bonding experience with her, you're sharing something with her, which creates emotional intimacy, and you're taking stuff off of her plate. And I'm going to tell you, I do not want you to be surprised come January, because what happens in January is divorce attorneys' phones and marriage therapists' phones ring off the hook. And you do not want to be one of those people who's going to be surprised come January when it's all over. So what I'm inviting you to do is step up, pay attention, and participate. Not really that difficult. And if you have any questions about how best to do this, I'm happy to give you some guidance. But the holidays can be very, very stressful. And you do not want it to be what causes your marriage to slip over the cliff. Because just actually becoming a participant in it. So if you talk to your parents, you deal with that aspect of it. If there's a holiday party, find a babysitter. Don't leave it up. Don't leave everything on somebody else's plate, because that sows the seeds of resentment. And if she doesn't feel like she's got a partner in this, then you're actually putting your marriage at risk, and I don't want that to happen. So please get in touch with me. Please share this video with the people who you know the holidays stress out. Be willing to have a conversation with your partner about what's important to them, what's important to you, and how you're going to divvy up all of the activities, all of the chores, all of the stuff that gets done. Or you can decide, hey, we don't need to do this anymore, and that's okay too. But being proactive about this and not just letting resentment simmer below the surface, I guarantee you is going to be the best Christmas present you can give yourself, your partner, and your kids. So hopefully you found this helpful. And if you want to get in touch with me, send me an IM, send me an email at leslie@foundationscoachingnc.com. That's Lesli, no E, thanks mom. And let's put you on solid footing so that the holidays are a wonderful time of the year, not a prelude to disaster. So until next week, stay loving.